So, hello everybody and a warm welcome to the third Blockchain Hackathon. Hello from beautiful and actually cloudy Stuttgart. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating in this year's Blockchain Hackathon. Good to have you here, not live in Stuttgart, but all together here via our live stream. I'm Dorothy, and I have the honor to guide you through our event. For the next 1.5 hours, we have an exciting and entertaining program set up for all of you. And afterwards, you have the opportunity to network, to find your team members, but step by step, one after the other. First of all, we all want to say thank you. Again, for you, thanks to you for tuning in, and thanks to all our supporters, to all our sponsors, to our visionary sponsors, to LBBW and bloXmove. Also to our gold sponsor, 1inch Network, to our silver sponsor, Pinsel, and thanks to the organizers, bwcon and BlockLab for sure. Without you, this event would not be possible. Also, a big thanks to our partners, Allianz 4.0 Baden-Württemberg, Interact Project, Coco for CCI, and also thanks to our supporters, Jolly System and 5.1 Notes. And last but not least, a big thanks to all our media partners, especially to BTC Echo. Thanks a lot for your support. We all look forward for 3 great days all together here at the Blockchain Hackathon. And we have an exciting program set up for all of you. Our focus for this year is co-opetition, shape the future of decentralized platform economies. And who knows best what that means? Who knows best what will happen in the next 3 days? The people that invited us to be part here at the Blockchain Hackathon. And I'd like to invite to come in front of the camera Simona from bwcon and Max from BlockLab. Simona and Max, please join me here. Hello. This is your applause.
Hello.
Hi, Max.
Thank you.
Hi, Simona. So, it's on. How excited are you guys? Just come a bit further.
We're totally excited.
Yeah.
We actually cannot wait to see how many people will join in and which idea they're going to develop. So, we really look forward to it.
A lot to happen. It was a lot to organize, I assume, Max. But now everything's set, we can start.
Yeah, finally, like after a lot of hard work, blood, sweat and tears and all of those work, finally we are here and we are very happy to introduce you to all the Blockchain Hackathon. So
we have 3 very excited challenges, and maybe we can have a closer look on that. Which challenges did you prepare, Max?
Like we have 3 main challenges in general and 1 open challenge. Our main track is in general co-opetition and blockchain and decentralized platform economy. Our first challenge is the industry challenge. And the second challenge is regarding the finance challenge. And our third challenge is all about mobility.
It's important to say that they are all sponsored by our great supporters. So just to say.
Yeah, definitely. Like, for example, like for the mobility challenge, it's provided by bloXmove. The finance challenge is provided by LBBW. And the industry challenge is by our partner, Allianz 4.0.
And the good thing is that each person is here for diving deeper into the topic. In some minutes, we will hear more about these challenges. Maybe we'd like to have a look on our agenda, which you, dear participants, can see now. These are the plans for the next 3 days. Maybe we skip here too, then we can see it. Here it is. Yeah. So today we start with an exciting keynote. Then we have the networking, because teamwork is the keyword for this afternoon. Many things happening on Saturday and also on Sunday. Simona, prices, very important.
Yeah.
Why is it worth it to really push it to find a great solution?
Yeah, it is really worth it because we have prizes worth 10,000 euro in 6 award categories. So I think it really makes sense to join us during the weekend. So we're going to award 2,000 euro for the prize to the most visionary concept. Mm-hmm. Then we have 2,000 euro for the best business model and 2,000 euro for the best technical implementation. And then, of course, since we also have sponsor for our challenges, we have 1,000 euro dedicated to each challenge, but not to the open challenge. That's important to underline. And then we will also give the opportunity to the audience or to the people participating to award the best idea. So meaning that the participants are going to be able to vote for the project they like the most.
So we cross our fingers for all of you. Good luck and good teamwork. That's the key word for the hackathon. Alone is not so good. So in a team, it will work better. How can the participants find team members? How does that work?
Yes, so we have many ways in which participants can find team members. So the whole event will take place on our Event Tornado platform. There, participants can have a look to ideas which have been posted by other participants already. But also, if they don't have an idea yet, that's not bad, because they can still try to present themselves in our team channels. We have a Teambuilding dedicated channel in our event chat, where they can introduce themselves, say which competencies they bring in, which expertise they have.
We have a hashtag for that too.
We have, the hashtag is the name of our chat channel, so Teambuilding. And then it's also possible to join some of the chat channels dedicated to our mobility, finance, and industry and open challenge. So people can join there and see what other people are thinking about the topic of our challenges. Last but not least, we're going to have also a live networking this evening. So we have a big surprise, I think, for the people participating. We're going to have live networking on our get-together platform, or Together Now platform. So where participants will really live joining us in a virtual room, so they also have the chance to really present themselves in kind of for real, but digitally. So like a video call and everything. And they're also going to have the opportunity to really get to know people, get into discussion, and see which team member they are still missing. So very important, fill out your profile on the Event Tornado platform so that you know which people you're still looking for, which expertise you miss in your team.
Great. Max, is there a deadline for finding a team?
Yes, definitely. Like you have until today, 11 p.m., the possibility to post your ideas. But for tomorrow, if you maybe haven't find any team members, you have also tomorrow the possibility to join other teams.
Okay.
So you can today post your ideas, look for other team members. But if you don't found anyone, we will help you. We post your search for help through the event chat, and we will glad to help you out so that everybody can fit into one or different other teams. So the team size is also quite a little bit dynamic. We would suggest 5 to 8 people.
Okay.
But it could also be less, depending on if you find the right persons, like if you're 4 or 3, but you are able to code and you are able to set up your post, to post your idea, then it's also perfectly fine.
Okay. So what is going to happen in the weekend, Max? And when will the jury have a look on the ideas?
Yeah, so for the whole weekend, we have different parts of kickoff calls. So all the participants get some information, introduction to mentors. So through the weekend, they can also get to know the mentors and get help for them. And also we have the possibility for tomorrow as a speed networking from 5 till 6 p.m. They have the opportunity for the participants to meet the sponsors and our supporters and our partners, just to get to know each other, a little bit networking, maybe also ask some questions. And on Sunday, we have also some different types of kickoff calls. And the latest time to deliver and to post your final idea is Sunday at 11 p.m. This is the final time where you should deliver your video, your code, your presentation, all the stuff which the judges need. And after that, the judges will vote for them. And on Monday at 3 p.m. they have time to vote for that. And at 6 we are having the award ceremony.
So many information for sure.
Yeah,
You can all check it on our website and on Event Tornado. They can find anything. And for sure, time is running. No pressure, but time is running. Find your team till 11 this afternoon. So you mentioned the mentors. Simona, how does that work? How can the participants get in contact? the mentors?
So we actually have a pool of 11 mentors, so we are very happy about this strong participation. They have different expertise ranging from blockchain to business development, and participants are going to be able to contact them through our chat channel. So we have a dedicated channel for mentor helps. So you just need to go there, and there we will also publish a timetable. So each mentor has a different time slot where it is available. And through our own chat, it is possible to start directly a video call with them. So team just need to book a slot with them, and that's it.
Good. And everything that happens here is not only on Event Tornado. We have Zoom calls, we have the live streaming on YouTube, and so on. So you can find us almost everywhere. And very important, share your thoughts, your insights, and everything on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your favorite hashtag for the next days. It's HackBC21. So if you want to share anything, please do so. Tell everybody it's the best hackathon we all know about. So share your thoughts, share pictures, share everything to shout out that we have this great event here in the weekend. So Simona and Max, thanks a lot for the insights and for the welcoming. We now come to our first keynote, and see you later. Thank you very much.
See you later. Thank you too.
So now it's time for an exciting keynote. The gentleman we will now hear about started his career also in a hackathon some years ago. How hard or easy was the journey to founding a company? How was the way of being successful? Which challenges did he have to handle? And what advices can he give you all? Answers will follow by Sergej Kunz, co-founder of 1inch Network, who can unfortunately not be here live in Stuttgart, but he has sent us a video, and that's what we want to share with you now.
So, hello everyone. Hello every hackathon participant. My name is Max. I am one of the organizer of the Blockchain Hackathon 2021. And right now we are having Sergej Kunz, the co-founder of 1inch. Sergej was also a former Blockchain Hackathon participant in 2019. And he will give you a keynote about himself and also about 1inch. So hello and welcome, Sergej. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Max. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Sergej. To my person, born in Russia, but I'm living here in Germany for like 22 years almost. Technical background, almost full stack, was working a couple of startups and consulting companies at least for Porsche AG. It was like also 2019 when I participated on a hackathon here in Stuttgart together with my co-founder Anton Bukov. I would like to share my story, which was very long, over like 17 years of sitting on computer and developing myself. It is very important. I invested not in I don't know, in cryptocurrency or something like that, or like in other things. I invest in myself, and this is very important for everyone that they invest in own person to just learn more things and be able to build nice things than on hackathons or in other companies or in own company and own startup. So back in 2018, I met my co-founder Anton Bukov. He was from Moscow. We had only Telegram contact, like chat. And one day he started to join me on the live streams on YouTube. I had a small YouTube blog about cryptocurrencies, and we started to do security updates and live streams on smart contracts together with Anton. And one day he offered me to participate in a hackathon. And I found the idea really cool. December 2018, we started to participate in the hackathons. First hackathon was in Singapore. I met Vitalik Buterin. I could speak with them. It was incredible. Also other great people and also other hackathon participants. And since December 2018, we participated on more than 15 hackathons around the globe. It was first hackathon in Singapore, Berlin, from T-Labs, in Belarus, in Stuttgart, we won the Blockchain Hackathon, and South Africa, Indian, New York, Boston, Denver. A lot of
quite a lot hackathons. So, what was the reason behind that? Why did you join all those hackathons?
It was fun. It was this we were like junkies, drug junkies. We needed this push and this kick. What we got on the hackathon, you don't sleep almost 2 days, and you try to build something what would potentially change the world. And we tried every time. And at the beginning, no one cares about that. And also when we have built our 1inch network, the judges didn't recognize that this is actually a game changer for DeFi and for the Ethereum ecosystem. So it was like this feeling to also in the first place also to have time to build something, because I was working full time for some startups, companies, and consulting services, and Porsche. And it was difficult to find time to build something because I had also family and a daughter, and my wife left me. This kind of side effects of to work a lot on something, like a maniac. We call us also like crypto maniacs, because it was our team name, because we did everything to more than 100%. And one day on the hackathons, people started to recognize us, and after, at the end of our story back in 2020, I guess it was last hackathon in London, and everyone knew about us, about me, about Anton. Also in Denver, one month before, a lot of people came to us, said thank you for building such great things, and we were just trying to build something. If you fail, stand up and try again. Stand up and try again, and one day you achieve something. At least that people recognize you and say thank you to you. It's a lot, actually. It's really a lot. And one of these hackathons we have built 1inch network. We called it 1inch exchange at the beginning. It was just a proof of concept built on hackathon over 2 nights in New York, with no sleep. Really, I tried to sleep, but I found kind of air bad, and I tried to sleep on that, but one guy came to me and said, "This is bad for my girlfriend." Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna work.
So instead of sleeping, you just worked.
I just worked, and because I had no other options. And I wanted also to finish it, because it was really great idea what we have built. I'm gonna share my screen about the 1inch network, from hackathon to leading DeFi project. We are, I would say, number one regarding user volumes, direct volumes. So Uniswap and other projects, like Uniswap has a lot of volumes, but most of the volume is from arbitrage traders and kind of traders or integrations which are not used, where the volume is not coming from the UI, from the website of Uniswap. In our case, we are a single point of entry for DeFi. We have total 850,000 users already used our smart contracts. More than $100 billion volume since 2019. More than 6 million of swaps, and we have through our algorithm, which I actually built on a couch of my sister. The first prototype, it is able to discover more than $43 billion right now in the market. So
quite impressive numbers, like from a hackathon idea leading to just a huge project. It's a big success story.
Yeah, that's true, but it's still the beginning. We are still we are doing our first steps. So we are closing right now our third financial round with $175 million. And, it's just the beginning of something huge. And the market is still small, and we have great potential to grow a lot, really. Actually, the product what we have built on the hackathon, it was just for us. This image is not from the hackathon, from one each, from ETH New York. It is from South Africa, I guess. But we use it sometimes. So this is our Cryptomaniacs t-shirts and so on. So we participate in 50 hackathons on every hackathon area we are. The idea was simple, just offering everyone a small website where you can find best path for swapping one token to another token. At the beginning, we just split it on the same market. If you choose Ethereum to USDC to USD, we just split it among multiple exchanges. But then we came to an idea with Anton together to implement multiple paths. It looks like this. And it can be that you swap part of the amount through different coins or connector coins, different markets. Like in this case, Bitcoin to Ethereum to Wi-Fi, Bitcoin to BNB and Wi-Fi, and our solutions are highly optimized. So we are cheaper than DEXs directly. So we are cheaper than Uniswap router directly, V2 and V3. And, you get the best price, on the market.
It kind of looks like the Check24 for tokens, where you can where you have a big overview about every token and get the best one with the best price.
It's more. It's like a very complex navigation route from one galaxy to another galaxy. I would say like that. Sometimes I try to explain this like a navigation, like Google navigation from A to B, but it's more complex. It's like really, you split yourself in multiple parts. Maybe the half of you would go through one galaxy route, and the other part would also split again and go again through multiple, systems. It's highly complex, and it's use a lot of resources. We have like more than 300 servers with like each of them has like 64 CPU cores and so on.
So your protocol is kind of the bridge between all those galaxies.
We have multiple protocols. Our aggregation protocol offers just a security layer and highly efficient execution. But the path is generated off-chain on our servers, and we protect that as well because it's under IP right of myself and Anton. This algorithm is also unique. So we invented this, and the others tried to copy that, but at the end, we are the best because we invented and solved the problem. Also other algorithms can be used. So you can invent your own algorithm. You can use the aggregation protocol and execute highly efficient the trade. Our algorithm just offer the kind of paths we have to swap and how much. We have other protocols. We have one-inch liquidity protocol released last year. It protects from front-running attacks, which is still a huge problem in Uniswap. So someone just swap before you and swap after you, and you lose up to 1-2% of the amount. We solved this by introducing virtual balances and some other things, and our liquidity protocol is more efficient than V2. We have our DAO, one-inch DAO with the one-inch token. We have our one-inch wallet for iOS. It's also, I have a slide after that. Something very specific and solve also some problems. We plan to release trading strategies, actually alpha leak, yeah. But it's actually nothing special. We came to the idea to build a stable token pool, which is more efficient than everything else on the market. It generates 10% just on USDT and USDC, because the formula is highly optimized for this kind of tokens.
So you are using kind of our hackathon motto as well, which is like the decentralized platform economies completely into your business, as you have not only you are in the decentralized finance sector, but also like have, for example, a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, which is also like a decentralized economy. So really fits into our motto. So
DAO is something special, and it's highly complicated, I would say. There's a lot of people, they think like they need to just earn on something. The other would like to build something for the future, and it's still experimental on every project right now out there. And we're still developing it and improving that. We have also limit order protocols, like order book based system, works on every chain what we support right now. We are working also on a new kind of money market. It solves huge problem in the space. Permissionless access, permissionless listing of tokens on money market. Right now, it's not possible anywhere. Other compound is not possible. You need to go through 7 rounds in the hell on the forum, and we are going to solve that. Actually, plan for this year. Potentially, we will move it for the early next year, because like there's a lot of effort right now. Also, more like leverage platforms are coming, all potentially options as well, derivatives. It's also something cool which should come next year as well. We aggregate among multiple chains and also support multiple chains for multiple protocols. What we offer is Ethereum, Layer 2 Arbitrum, BC, Optimism, also Layer 2 Polygon. And we have a lot of liquidity stores, 68 on Ethereum, 39 on BSC, 24 of Polygon. These are only protocols. Every of these protocols have own liquidity source, and for example, on Ethereum we have 25,000 liquidity sources on which we aggregate with our algorithm. So I explained already. Liquidity protocol, next generation, highly efficient, but still different to Uniswap V3, where you can deposit a specific price range. It's coming with trading strategies, I guess, this year. Limit order protocol. We have highly efficient RFQ system for market makers and OTC trades, and like stop loss, conditional execution. This is also something what's not right now there. 0x is not offering that, but we introduced it. So our limit order protocol is extendable and highly efficient. Governance token, we introduced governance token together with instant governance. Right now we have also snapshot governance, and very soon treasury is coming as well for the DAO. And instant governance, you can just vote for specific settings. For liquidity protocol, for example, you can vote for specific fee which should be charged on the protocol itself. And our wallet on iOS, Android is coming. And it supports nice features like, for example, you can sign a transaction with your Apple Watch, and you see, okay, you're gonna swap one Ethereum to USDC. You get like maybe 4,000 USDC, and it costs this amount of money for the transaction. You can just approve on the watch, so you don't have to make any extra actions. This some of our products more are coming. We have more than 70 people around the globe. Everyone is free to join us. So you can, if you build something on a hackathon, on this hackathon, you can apply for a grant, for example, if it's if it's something cool, something for 1inch, maybe something for DeFi space, you can apply for the grant. We have like $3 million as grant from 1inch Foundation, which is completely independent from me and Anton, who's also released the token. They have little budget for new products, new ideas. And you can also participate as a contributor in 1inch network. We have already set more than 70 contributors around the globe, and you can just you can start as a software engineer, front and back end, Solidity, and start to contribute to 1inch network and work together with other contributors in the teams. We have multiple teams. Mobile Wallet's own team, front end is own team, back end is own team. Every team has own lead, own kind of product owner, and we try to sync all together and to be up to date what's happening in the network, and we try to deliver together the whole functionality. For example, if Solidity people build a nice protocol, we try to also build the UI for that in the same release. Yeah,
great.
That's about me and 1inch, and maybe some words about the hackathon itself. Blockchain Hackathon Stuttgart. It was a cool time for us. Me and Anton, we spent like 2 days. We worked most of the time. We had like sleep maybe 1-2 hours over 2 days, and it was funny. I guess we have built like a prototype for smart car. So rent a car and pay with Ethereum, and everything is implemented on smart contracts. It was cool that we won like the mobility prize from Daimler. It was really cool, but it was really hard. So we had the feeling that the people didn't trust us that we have built it on a hackathon, because like we were really fast. So it was like maybe fifth hackathon together with me and Anton, and we understood us very well. And I did my thing, he did his thing, and we didn't sleep and could deliver really, really fast a small prototype. I found boxes from Red Bull somewhere in the hackathon, just put it together, put some hardware on that, also kind of smart, a touch screen, and a Raspberry Pi, and built in the first night the UI for the car, for the map, where you can see all the cars, and you see also the boundaries where you can drive with the car. So on the next night, I had already a mobile solution, of course, web-based. Yeah, and someone said like we just built it somewhere and came with this thing, this implementation already to the hackathon, but it wasn't like that. I have seen sometimes teams who are doing that, but you see it directly. It's like you can see in the GitHub in the source code, and you see that they lie. They just push everything with one commit, but we didn't do that. Never. We just wrote maybe for a couple of hours. We push. We write a couple of hours again, and we push. So everyone is up to date, and it's very important also that the mentors are coming or judges coming and watching what you are doing, and you explain what's happening. And I can give some kind of suggestions to everyone. If you start on a hackathon, you try to get as much information as possible from the sponsors to get an idea what they actually want, what should be built or what should be integrated in your product. If you have a new idea, you can maybe build it by just yourself, or you can also try to integrate something else. This could be also a success. You get maybe a bounty, and you get also support after this hackathon as well from these sponsors. This is my experience.
So a hackathon isn't really limited to only the days where you hack. But also when you deliver a successful protocol or a team or an idea, the idea or your team could be pushed further by the sponsors. Did you also experience that kind?
Actually, my whole life is still hackathon. It didn't stop. And also for my guys with whom I'm working, last night we were sitting again and we had a trouble, and we 5 persons we tried to solve the problem in hackathon manner.
You told that you and Anton, you are a team where you also attended a few hackathons before, so you know who has got his powers and his weaknesses. So what are your suggestions for other hackathon teams? How should they form a team? How should they look for different kind of competences?
Yeah, actually, we were working only 2 of us, and this is from one side. It's cool and good because we don't have to talk a lot, because we discuss an idea and come to something, and we just start to build it. But what we miss, someone who do maybe some business logic, and someone who maybe prepared the presentation in right manner. Maybe someone who presented better than I did it from New York Hackathon with 1H. And also other things where they can help, and I can maybe sleep for a couple of hours instead of not sleeping. It's better to just find a kind of there are several roles required. There's someone from the business side, there's someone from front end, there's someone maybe from back end or smart contract, and there's someone who is looking that everything is in sync and in time, that you are in time at maybe 9 a.m. mornings, that you deliver it in time. And this is difficult to get such a team together. So I already said we were 2, then we had sometimes 1 or 2 people more. And, it's difficult to find a good team.
Yeah. And right now, did you ever attend to an online hackathon? As usually our hackathons were physically, the last 2 of them, despite the coronavirus. This year we're having the online hackathon the first time. So there are positive and negative aspects. What do you think about online hackathons compared to the physical one?
Yeah, we also participate in online hackathons. It's different. It's not this nice feeling to see all the nice people. Also the networking is not there, actually. There are some tools where you can just try to do the network, but it's not real. Yeah. And it's fully different, to the real world, hackathons. I love this, walking through a hackathon and just seeing someone and asking, who are you? So just, well, what are you doing? Here my name is Sergey. I'm here on a hackathon, and what are you doing? And it's just meeting people, and it gives you good access later to a great network. So in our case, most of the people we met on the hackathons are working for us right now, or with us.
Yeah. But do you also think there are a lot of positive aspects for online hackathons, for example, that you can meet a lot of people like internationally?
Yeah, normally online hackathon is longer than, in this case, right now, it's like only one day, I guess, longer, but normally it's like 15 days or something like that. You have more time to develop it. But you can work with more people. Yeah, you're right. People around the globe can join the hackathon and build something with you. And it's cool just to work also with people from other countries.
Yes. And what is your current perception of, like, if we think a little bit further, despite the hackathon developments, what do you think in general about cryptocurrency and the blockchain development right now?
So right now you can get a really high salary if you are working as a solicitor engineer, a smart contract developer, for example, or I don't know, Web3 front-end senior. You get a lot of money right now because most of the people are right now sitting on, I don't know, Google, Facebook, and whatever else, and Bosch, I don't know. These experts are needed right now in our wild west world of cryptocurrencies. And when we will see more people from like traditional companies, like also Google, Facebook, moving to DeFi and the crypto world, we will see like a lot of nice projects, much more than we have right now, and better adoption of this DeFi, decentralized finance.
So last but not least, the last question. In the end, why should all of our participants and every other one should join our blockchain hackathon?
So for me, hackathons are part of a freedom. So this is like you have the freedom to build something. Of course, you are limited to a specific time and resources, but you get the freedom to build something which potentially solve a huge problem in the real world, and you can grow like we did from just a hackathon project to a billion company. So one inch actually.
What an exciting journey. Thank you very much for these insights, Sergey, where no sleeping played an important role. I hope you, dear participants, have a bit more sleep this weekend. And one advice that I heard was get as much information as possible about the challenges. And that's what we want to do now. Let's focus on the first challenge. Finance is the first one we will talk about. And for that, I'd like to welcome on stage Joachim Erdle, Managing Director and Head of Corporate Finance and CEO of LBBW Venture. Hello, this is your stage. Good to have you here.
Hi, many thanks for the nice introduction. And also warm welcome from my side to all the participants which we have available all around the world. And compared to the hackathons in which I participated the last couple of years, this is quite new for me because it's for me the first time, which is a real virtual one. So therefore, I'm really excited about this and look really forward to getting more creative ideas out of this hackathon. As already mentioned, I mean, I'm working for a bank, which sounds quite boring, but I can assure you it's definitely not. And why it's not, at least in my specific situation, because we are specifically dealing with strategic positioning of our corporate customers. And our corporate customers obviously are discussing with us their strategic ideas, especially in the innovation area. And therefore, I mean, we are very, very close to their strategic ideas, which helps us as a bank in order to come up with own ideas and support them with their challenges. By the way, on top, I'm also, as already mentioned, I'm also the CEO of one of our venture capital companies within LBBW, which means that we are regularly dealing with startup companies, but this also means that we have money and that we are willing to invest in. It was mentioned before. I mean, we are not only looking at challenges here in terms of what are good ideas and how can you win this hackathon. We are more than happy to further work with you, with winning teams, in order to further develop the ideas and ideally bring them into a use case, which can maybe also then be scaled into real life. So therefore, close to customers, have money. We are also willing to invest money in this hackathon. So therefore, I'm very excited and look forward to your ideas. Regarding LBBW, I can tell you a lot how great the bank is and so on and so forth. Maybe it will bore you again. But nevertheless, I mean, what is important regarding LBBW and why am I here together with a team? And Franziska is part of our team and maybe is leading the team throughout the weekend. I'm here because innovation is one of the key strategic pillars for LBBW. And innovation obviously has a strong link to digitalization. And here we are. Now we are in the blockchain DLT area. And therefore we have invested a lot of capacity and money, in these use cases. I'm more than happy that we also gathered a lot of experience in that respect. Even more important, is that, we are not afraid of disruption. Obviously, the whole blockchain technology is dealing with disruption. And we already proved as LBBW when we introduced, for example, a platform, which disrupted one of our key businesses, that we don't fear disruption. And I think this is a very good precondition, for everybody working together with us, in order to make sure that we are serious about what we are doing, and that we are on top, want to be part of ecosystems and the community. And therefore, together with our subsidiary Targens, which regularly also participated in this hackathon, we are very close to the concrete community and happy to work together with you also in this context and in this hackathon. Regarding our challenge, we try to combine the two hottest topics, at least in the banking market, but it's definitely going beyond the banking market. And this is digitalization on one hand, but it's also sustainability on the other hand. So combining these two hot topics was one of our key drivers why we also decided again to be one of the key sponsors of this hackathon. Why? I think it's pretty easy. Sustainable growth is the only way to create a secured future for the coming generations. And therefore, sustainability is so important. This requires huge transformation efforts, huge amount of money, in order to be invested in this transformation. But it also deals with a lot of data-driven businesses, and it also deals with credibility. And here we are. It's perfectly a prerequisite for blockchain, because one of the key tasks in sustainability is credibility. Credibility can only be achieved if sustainability on one hand is deeply anchored into the corporate strategy and fully operationalized throughout the whole value chain, and then will finally end in providing sustainable financing solutions. So what is important then? One needs to clearly define KPIs on which we can clearly link the real sustainable approach of a corporate, but also of a bank, and how this will transfer into financing. And therefore, we decided to come up with a challenge which finally prevents greenwashing. Greenwashing means a person, a company, whatever it is, basically telling everybody, yeah, we are sustainable, but at the end of the day, they're not. And this is one of the key challenges. So we should be serious about sustainability, not only from a commercial point of view, taking advantage of this hot topic, but really be serious about it. And therefore, we defined a challenge which we have outlined in detail on Event Tornado. But the challenge basically means develop a sustainability linked finance system to sustain biodiversity worldwide. So there are two aspects which we want to see in that respect. One is create a digital twin container, and the other one is to deal with a clear protocol in that respect. So for us, it's very important to come up with creative ideas, also in terms of what could be a KPI dealing with that, but also come up with a solution how this can transfer via blockchain into real world. And this is basically what we are looking for. And again, I mean, it's a key topic for us as a bank. It's a key topic for our clients. And therefore, I'm pretty much convinced that if you come up with great ideas, that we also will find ways to further discuss and develop these ideas and maybe bring it into real life. So therefore, we as LBBW, speaking for the whole team, are very happy that we support this hackathon again. And we are very happy that you especially participate in this hackathon and help us and our clients and then the next generation to remain in a healthy environment, and a healthy environment that also will last for a lot of 100 years in the future. So therefore, very happy to work together with you. We have mentors around throughout the weekend. So whenever you have questions, and it's also been mentioned, stay in touch with us as sponsor. Try to gather as much as information regarding the challenge, and also ask us in between whether this really meets our requirements, or maybe double check whether your own ideas, which we are very happy again to include in our challenge, match with our goals. So therefore, good luck, have a lot of fun. Hopefully not too much sleep, as already has been mentioned. A lot of Red Bull or whatever you have, and enjoy the 2 days. And I'm definitely looking forward to see your results Sunday night. Many thanks.
Joachim, thank you so much. We can feel your energy and your excitement for the challenge. This was the finance challenge. Thanks for the insights, and thanks for your support. The next challenge we will focus on is the mobility part. Therefore, I'd like to welcome Sophia Rüdiger and Harry Behrens from bloXmove, and they're already there. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Harry.
Hi. So, yeah, welcome. Also, warm welcome from our side, from the second sponsor. So, we are not a big bank. We have maybe not that much money because we are a startup. We are bloXmove, a startup founded this year. And we have an exciting journey over the past months, and also an exciting, mobility challenge for you. But maybe a bit more about our company before you start to explain the challenge. So bloXmove, our vision is really big. We want to reinvent urban mobility because we have the feeling that this market, this highly fragmented urban mobility market, is really ready for a change, for real change and for real disruption. And we think that the technology of decentralized technology can really change something here. So where we are coming from, I said already, we have an exciting journey behind us. So our history, so to say, is in the Daimler AG, so in this big corporation where we defined what is today the mobility blockchain platform. Harry developed this platform over the last 3 years with many startups from really state-of-the-art startups from blockchain area. So we are now 3 founders. One is myself, the CEO, Harry as CTO, and Bernd, our CFO. And as I said, we want to reinvent urban mobility as independent startup now. What we did is we supported a very successful token launch in October. So this is also where we had really experience now with that dynamic in the crypto area and in a really new, I would say, metaverse.
And last but not least, and this is our biggest challenge right now when it comes to developing the business, bringing mobility partners to our platform. Because what is a challenge we want to solve as bloXmove, as company? We want to change this market, this mobility market, which is highly fragmented. The friction is high. I guess everyone can feel that if I show this picture here on the left side with tons of apps on the front end. And it's also quite a mess for the providers, so for scooter provider, taxi provider, bus provider, and we want to make the life of the providers easier. So also our customers are corporate customers, so B2B customers. Yeah, and this is exactly the idea, to speak with you about mobility and to change something in mobility, and therefore we prepared a challenge for that.
Yes, so I'll get into the challenge. And on the way there, as Sophia just mentioned, we supported a organization, essentially a foundation, out of Singapore that launched a token, which is the basis of a utility token for mobility. And now when you launch such a token, you've got, I don't know how many blockchains on which you might launch those. We chose 2. So we launched at the same time on Ethereum and on Binance Smart Chain. But right now there's about 10 viable networks which I consider worthy of being run as mainnet. And if you do that, you will find out that blockchain is incredibly decentralized, seamless, etc. But each one of those blockchains is an isolated lake. They do not connect to each other. And that's actually strange if you think of it as you're running a utility token, which is supposed to be used for mobility, but also for charging and for energy later. And obviously the utility and the value of that token should be the same, no matter which of these blockchain lakes it happens to be used on. So, on a first step into that direction after launching on 2 networks, we did set up what's called a bridge. So you can now swap on a one-to-one level between these 2 networks. But that's a very still awkward and high friction environment. So what we would encourage is to look at some of the developments we've seen in DeFi, where you got balancing pools, a lot of exciting developments around balancer, you got swap, you got curves, you got bonding curves, and apply some of these mechanisms which on a very decentralized and semi-automatic manner achieve balance. And they achieve balance by you provide the right transmission mechanisms, the right bridging, the right pooling, the right balancing, and then you apply the invisible hand of the market where the traders and whoever is now in this network gets to exchange the one for the other, and by doing that, achieve what is in the big level of things, equilibrium, which should then converge towards the same utility token being quoted at the same price, no matter which blockchain it is being traded on. And we would like the community to participate to that. We will supply the full token contracts. We will supply an artificial stablecoin, which will act as an anchor. We will supply a bridge, which will actually allow you to swap in and swap out across this. And we encourage you, go study some balancer pool logic, apply your own logic, and provide a more efficient mechanism than what is currently out there to achieve equilibrium, and do this in a way that is decentralized and that it also ideally you cooperate with others as you move towards that.
And we say thank you, Harry and Sophia, for sharing these insights with us, and good luck for that if you choose that challenge. See you later, and we talk about the last challenge. We talk about our industry challenge, and therefore I'd like to welcome here on stage Jürgen Jenert from Allianz for Baden-Württemberg and CEO of bwcon. Here he is. Hello.
So, hello everybody. My name is Sergej Kunz on behalf of bwcon. I present you this challenge. First of all, some words about bwcon. This is an industry association covering 700 member companies. Usually we shape with our companies all aspects with respect to innovation. We construct the process of digital transformation in the areas of mobility, manufacturing, energy and health. Today I talk to you on behalf of Allianz Industry 4.0. As already mentioned, Allianz Industry 4.0 is an initiative funded by our federal government of Baden-Württemberg in southwest of Germany. Here we guide, help, support the companies on the transformation process where we support the manufacturing industry towards digitalization, towards digital transformation in the future. And discussing or recapping, just to recap, what is Industry 4.0, just reflect the fourth industrial revolution, the future of manufacturing. Here we basically connect all the machines. We bring the IoT, the Internet of Things, to the manufacturing plant. On one side, on the other side, we have important usage of data. On all levels, we use it for improving the processes in manufacturing, using artificial intelligence, for example. And we define new business models. We make services out of products. One of the scenario, for example, is that the company does not anymore own a machine, a robot is transferred into a service, and we generate after sales business. For example, you do not sell a machine anymore, but you charge on the error-free produced, treated good. This is where we are. And now, just think on Henry Ford. He said 100 years ago, if I would have asked them what they need, they would have said faster horses. Today we do not ask them, we ask you. What is the new trend? What is the new step beyond this Industry 4.0 scenario I talked about? Let's assume we have a robot or a group of robots. Let's assume we have an island of, for example, the robots who do the painting of a car or treatment of the chassis or whatever. And they act as an autonomous system. They act individually as such an autonomous system. They buy raw material. They treat the pieces they bought, and they sell it, and they act autonomously like a profit center. Think on the logistics. Think on the different transactions this machine has to do with the environment. This could lead up to the individual tax declaration, since this group of robots or this individual robot acts as its own profit center. This could lead, as I said, up to the annual balance sheet. And on such a scenario, we might have different transactions. And today it's about you to think about this relatively open challenge. What is the contribution of DLT? What is the contribution of distributed system in order to support such a scenario, such a future where, and I say yes, it could lead to a situation where the manufacturer of any good does not anymore own the machines. This is operated by autonomously acting machines, and that is just becoming a sales department, and the manufacturing is, as I said, done by other organizations. So treat a group of robots or the robot, the manufacturing machine, as individual autonomous system, and we would like to ask you to think about new solutions where we can have and shape such a future of manufacturing. Good luck. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you very much. You can stay with me, and I would love the others to join us again, okay. Sophia, Harry, and also Joachim, for a short chat about your expectations for the weekend and so on. So first of all, thank you very much again for your support, and for sure also for sharing again the deeper details about the challenges that you present for the weekend. So the topic of this year's Blockchain Hackathon is competition. Maybe ladies first, Sophia. Do you think the industry is ready for that kind of competition?
It depends, I would say. It depends.
On what?
So definitely what we've seen, I mentioned earlier that we have B2B customers, so that we pitch in front of scooter companies, train companies, and we see that curiosity is there and the openness is there. And first time that we speak, or when we speak about blockchain, it's not that, everything is scam and dark, so there is really a change. But when it comes to think about that decentralized or more competition-based business models, we see it is quite hard, because often they use as you said, the user patterns of our more centralized business models. It's so hard to make that jump in a new direction. So it needs a lot of education, I would say, and talk, and also for sure hackathons like that where we bring the people together. They understood it already, so therefore we are excited to be here. But therefore, I said it depends. So it's really a wide range right now. Of some companies, yes, they are ready. In some areas, we see really,
not yet.
Not yet.
What about the others? Do you agree?
I agree. Whenever you insert innovation, you provoke, you generate resistance. This is normal. And here it's not about discussing about resistance in this blockchain hackathon. No, we just open the mindset of people, generating new ideas. And of course, we will always have in the market early movers who would like to shape the future, and then we have followers, and then we have also companies coming too late. This is also the case, and so we would like to contribute that only few of the companies will come too late.
So, and we have participants from all around the globe this weekend, I think, and we can feel how your power is for the challenge that you showed, for the finance challenge. What are your expectations for Monday?
Sunday night. I learned 11 in the night. My expectations are to really benefit from a fully international view on technology, on solutions, and maybe also on our challenge. I mean, obviously, we are discussing back and forth internally. This is nice, and it helps to a certain extent, but it's definitely not the best way in dealing with that situation. So obviously, we are also regularly talking to startups, to fintechs, which are very important to us, and especially to the industry, because obviously, I mean, we as a bank have to provide solutions which helps our clients, and our clients are corporates. And obviously, I mean, we can deal a lot with ourselves, and that's pretty easy, but it doesn't help at the end. So finally, we are looking for ideas which, whenever this is reasonable and possible, but also have a chance to really be scalable and to earn money. I mean, I think in the blockchain area, we have seen a lot of years where we just tried, but I think now we are more advanced. So that the whole community has been more advanced in terms of gathered information, be more serious. So it's not sandboxing anymore. It's all about now, how can we make money out of that technology? And even if it lasts some 4 or 5 years longer, doesn't matter. But there must be a perspective at a certain stage to earn money. And I think this is very important. Because obviously it will create also here sustainability to that.
Very important. Thank you very much. I'd like to hand over this question also to you, Sophia and Harry. What are your expectations for the ideas that will be posted in the next hours?
Well, we are a startup, right? And we have the luxury of being able to scale now. So beyond actually wanting to see it, I come from development background myself, so I'm just going to have myself some fun being in it and looking at it. That's, the kind of reward I get out of personally, but also obviously looking forward to the results. But most of all, we are hiring. So obviously, in what better place to hire guys, developers out there?
That's a word.
Hackers and hackerettes. Remember, we're looking. So of course, identifying those, and they don't even have to work on our challenge, right? We're going to be looking around, and as we see creativity emerge, then we would very much like to find people that are willing to put that creativity to the use of a young startup with a bright future, which is us.
Great. That got the last kick for everybody, in my opinion.
Better than Red Bull.
Absolutely. No sleep for all of us. And what about your expectations?
As I said, I mean, in this, Baden-Württemberg is a region where manufacturing plays a very dominant role. And there's a lot of activity there, and of course here we need new ideas in order to ensure that all these companies will have on a technology level new impulse, new ideas in order to be competitive in the future. This is basically the contribution we have, and here we need, as I said, new ideas. And of course, then you have to convince people that this is half of the challenge. The other half is to convince people for change process. And this is the second part. The second part of the game today, or in this blockchain hackathon, we focus on technology, and then the other, probably the harder job, comes later.
Absolutely. And it's going to be exciting. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for sharing these insights with us. It will be exciting. See you next time, and thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now you heard the challenges. You got a bit more information, a bit more details, and I can imagine that you are excited and that you're about to start finding your team members. And that's why we don't want to share so many things, but I'd like to invite Simona and Max again for some closing words, and then we can start with the networking. And here they are. Simona, Max, some last words before we start, before everybody posts. Maybe you have already an idea. I think so. They have.
Exactly. So we wanted to give some more indication on how teams can be built. So in a few minutes, we're going to start. We have a very creative platform, I think, for this virtual matchmaking. So it's called Gatortown. So Max just posted the link in the chat. So we really invite every participant to join us there so that we can start conversation. Also have some fun because there are a few games posted online. So definitely worth it, have a look in it. And otherwise, if you don't have time right now, but you can still post an idea online, look for other team members, join our chat. Just get involved into the conversation.
Yes. If you didn't find any team members yet, no problem. Just go into our Event Tornado chat, go into our Gather Town. It's kind of the future, a little bit like the metaverse. So you can walk through, you can meet a lot of people. Just use the platform, use the chat. If you have any questions, you can ask us in the next few hours. Just write us on the Event Tornado chat, so we can help you out for finding new team members, or maybe like you have an idea but you don't really sure about how to write it down. So we can also help you with that. Don't be shy. Just post any kind of idea if you have anything in mind, and get your prizes. Like there's a lot of money in our on the table. So yeah.
It's on. It's the next level of our Blockchain Hackathon. Now it's over. No talking anymore. Now action. We will have action with all of you, dear participants. Now it's your turn. We wish you a lot of luck. And I think we're off already. Bye-bye and see you.
Well, we're not done because we like to thank again all our sponsors also for being here as soon as we are back with a single, I would say. So let's see if this is the case. Anyway, I think
we have technical problems, or we don't. Just get a sign.
Is it fine?
No. Okay. Maybe we just go on.
Yeah, I would say that we still thank our visionary sponsor, so LBBW, our 1-inch bloXmove, also for providing us a challenge, and we also thank Pinsel and.
We have also like some supporter. We have also 51 Nodes, OD Systems, but also like our media partners, BTC, Echo, many other media partners too, who helped us to spread the word about the Blockchain Hackathon event. So many sponsors, many people behind it. We would like to thank all of them that they helped us build this kind of hackathon. And thank you all of them.
So without you, this would not be possible. Again, thanks a lot. And now it's on. Let's start networking, have a lot of fun, meet great people, and find good ideas. We want them. So let's go.